Animals of Africa, Gazelles, introduces readers to the life, diet, habitat, behavior, and physical description of gazelles. It also includes fun facts. Our table of contents, Chapter 1 is Coming Together. That's Amazing, Surviving Dry Climates. Chapter 2, Large and Small. Chapter 3, Getting Away. And Chapter 4, Everyday Life. Chapter 1, Coming Together. A wild dog watches a gazelle raise its head. The gazelle had stopped for a quick drink. Now it is in danger. The dog runs after the lone gazelle, but the gazelle runs faster. In only seconds, it reaches safety. So the caption for this photograph says, Thomson's gazelles are the most common type of gazelle. African gazelles can live in different habitats. Some of these gazelles live in savannas, others live in the desert. One species lives in the mountains. These gazelles migrate to lower regions in the winter. During the dry season, some gazelles move north. They travel into the African bush. This large area contains a variety of plants and trees. So over here we see an orange is where the gazelles live. They're in Africa. And up here into Asia. And I can tell that because it says many gazelles live in Africa. Some live in Asia. A fun fact. The largest gazelle species is the Dama gazelle. A Speke's gazelle is the smallest gazelle species. That's Amazing, Surviving Dry Climates. Gazelles live in hot and dry areas. In these areas, even small amounts of water can keep animals healthy. Gazelles lose a small amount of water every time they exhale, but when it is very dry, they change the way they breathe. This allows them to lose even less water. By changing their breathing, gazelles can survive in the hottest and driest climates. Some can go their entire lives without drinking any water. They get all the water they need from the plants they eat. Dorcas gazelles can live in the Sahara Desert. Chapter 2, Large and Small. Gazelles are a type of antelope. They are thin and graceful. Gazelles look similar to deer, but they are more closely related to goats, cattle, and sheep. There are many species of gazelle. And then the caption for the photograph says, a Dama gazelle is white with red markings. This picture, or the photograph there, the caption says, a group of Grant's gazelles gather in a field. Each species of gazelle looks a bit different. They can vary greatly in size. Some adult gazelles are only 1 7/10 feet, or half of a meter tall. Others can grow to be as tall as 5 5/10 feet, or 5.5 feet, which is 1 7/10 of a meter. The smallest gazelles can weigh only 26 pounds. That's 12 kilograms. The largest species can reach up to 165 pounds. That's 75 kilograms. Male gazelles are usually bigger than females. Fun fact, some gazelle species have a black stripe on the sides of their bodies. The caption for this picture says, 2 Cuvier's, and I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, gazelles fight with their horns. Gazelles are mainly tan or reddish brown. They have white rumps. They may also have markings on their coats. These could be stripes or spots. Each species has different markings. Both male and female gazelles have curved horns. Their horns have rings. The horns can grow up to 14 inches or 36 centimeters long. Male gazelles have bigger horns than females do. Gazelles also use their horns against one another. Sometimes these animals play roughly. Chapter 3, Getting Away. Predators can easily spot gazelles on the savanna, but gazelles can run as fast as 40 miles per hour or 64 kilometers an hour. They can run fast for long periods. This helps them escape from predators. And in that photograph, the gazelle is trying to outrun a cheetah. Parts of a gazelle. So they've labeled the horns at the top of the head, the tail and the back, their feet, and their legs. Gazelles often leap into the air. As they jump, they lift all 4 feet off the ground at once. This movement is called pronking. Scientists are not sure why gazelles do this. Sometimes scientists believe pronking discourages predators from chasing gazelles. A gazelle may also use its horn to defend itself if a predator attacks. Common predators include cheetahs, lions, and wild dogs. Fun fact, a Thompson's gazelle can run as fast as 60 miles per hour or 97 kilometers per hour in short bursts. In this photograph, the caption says, Girnuk, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, is the only gazelle species that can reach leaves without leaning on a tree. Some gazelles can stand on their back legs. This helps them reach leaves on high tree branches. Some gazelles do not even have to lean on the tree. They are the only antelope species that can stand on their hind legs this way. Fun fact, gazelles that live in the desert have wide hooves. These help them walk in the sand. Chapter 4, Everyday Life. Gazelles are social animals. They use body language to communicate. Their movements have meanings. Flicking their tails or stomping their feet might warn others that a predator is nearby. And in this photograph, the caption says, a herd of Thompson's gazelles lies down for a rest. The gazelle life cycle. So female gazelles have 1 or 2 newborns at a time. The newborns are called fawns. When they grow, they join a herd. Oop, I skipped one, didn't I? Newborns are called fawns. Then the mother hides the fawns from predators. Then, when grown, they join a herd. Gazelles live in groups called herds. Many herds are made up of all females or all males or all females. Herds of gazelles join together when they begin their migration. A herd can have as few as 10 gazelles. It can have as many as 700 gazelles. Living in a herd also helps gazelles. A predator is less likely to attack a group of gazelles than a single gazelle. Predators look for gazelles that wander too far from their herds. In that photograph, the caption says, a Speaks gazelle eats from a branch. Gazelles are herbivores. This means they eat only plants. They eat mostly herbs and leaves. If these are not available, they eat what they can find. Sometimes they eat grasses and shoots instead. Gazelles also eat fruit. When they are migrating, gazelles follow zebras in hope of finding food. The zebras eat the taller parts of the grass. Short, soft shoots are left behind. Gazelles can chew them easily. A fun fact is gazelles usually live 10 to 12 years. And we're going to skip that. So our glossary, antelope is an animal that lives in Africa and Asia and is related to cattle, goats, and sheep. Exhale is to release air by breathing it out of the body. Habitats are the types of places where plants or animals normally grow or live. Migrate to move from one region to another at the change of the seasons. Predators, animals that hunt other animals for food. Rumps, the back parts of animals' bodies. Savannas, grasslands with few or no trees. Social, likely to spend time with other animals of the same type. And species, a group of animals or plants that are similar.